Hello everyone, I'm Zain, and in today's video I'm going to introduce Jira project management tutorial. Now keep in mind, in this video I will explain everything in detail, and this tutorial will be for the beginners, and that's why the video is a little bit long. So let's get started. Now first thing to do is to simply open your browser. Then what you should do right now is to simply type here atlassian.com/software/Jira, and this is very essential in order to get the free version of Jira software. Then click on enter and it will jump you directly into this page right here. And what you should do right now is simply click on get Jira free, and you have to sign up using your email. It will just ask you for your Gmail or your company email, then the password, and that is it. It's very easy and simple. Then once you finish signing up, you will have to log in. Then it will show you this page right here. And what you should do right now is to simply click on projects. Then you can now create a new project by your own. Now keep in mind that Jira is the first software development tool used by agile teams. So this is the first term that we face, agile team. What is agile team? Agile team is the people responsible for the agile process. What is agile process? It's about the functionality, planning, implementation, testing, and review of a specific software program. Actually, there are some alternatives to Jira that are more simple, like Trello or Slack, but they might not be good enough as Jira. And this is why actually we are making this video. So now after signing up and logging in, it will show you this page right here. And the first thing I want to show you is how you can simply create a project. Now here in my case, I have named this project Personal Finance Tracker. So let's imagine that we are now creating a software that can track the personal finances of someone. So this is the name of our project. After naming our project, let's see how you can actually create a project. You can simply go to projects right here and click on create project. And once you do that, you can now go and select any project templates that you want. I'm going to choose software template, for example. And here you have many options. You have top level planning, Kanban, Scrum, cross team planning, and so on. So I'm going to choose Scrum, for example. Then I'm going to click on use templates right here. Now I'm going to choose any one of these things right here. I'm going to choose select a team managed project. Then you can simply add the name of the project. So I'm going to name it Personal Finance Tracker Software, and the level of the access will be limited, let's say, for some people, and the key will be PFTS, which is the abbreviation for Personal Finance Tracker. Then click on next, and now it will show you this page right here. Now you should head to create and start creating your first issue. So what is actually an issue? That is very essential in your workflow or in your software. So now let me choose the issue type. Here you have some options: task, bug, story, and epic. And I'll explain everyone in detail. So let's first start with epic right here. So what is an epic? Epic means abstract view of what we are creating. This is actually what our clients want in our software. So now here in my case, I will type multi-feature finance tracking software. And this is actually what we need to do. Just let me make this bigger by clicking on these two arrows. And now what you should do is to simply create the description. So I'm gonna type here, create, for example, multi-feature finance tracking software. This is what actually our client wants. You can also add more things in the description if you want to describe something. And for the assignee, it is the person that you are going to assign the task to. Then here you have some labels, parent, start date, and due date. Here you have some options that you can actually use. You have also the attachment section. If you want to add some attachments, photos, documents, or anything like that, you can simply upload them right here. Then you can simply click on create. Now I have created an epic. What is actually down below the epic? The second thing that we are going now to discuss is this thing down the epic. Now we will go back to create. Then I'm going to choose the issue type, story this time. And this is actually the thing under epic. What is the story? Simply, it is what's required to achieve your epic. So let's say the epic is the main issue or the main problem that we are going to fix, and the story is one of the solutions on how to fix this problem. So let's say that one of our stories will be add income sources. So this client has multiple sources of income and you should add all these sources to your software. So this is one of the things that we have to enter inside the software. Now here you have also the description. You can add anything that you want. You have all of the same options, the attachments, the labeling, and so on. So now I'm going to click on create. And now let's create a new thing. As you can see now, it's successfully added here. Now let's create another story. Let's name it expense entry, for example. This is how much the client will expend. Then click on create right here. And now we have two stories. And now let's say that you want to add subtasks in these two stories. You can simply click on create right here. Then choose here task and enter the information or the details of the task. But here in my case, I will not do that right now. I will simply click on create sprint. So now after creating the sprint, it will show you this box right here. And what you should do right now is simply drag these two stories into the sprint that we have created, as you can see, like this. Then you can simply click on start sprint right here. And now it will show you the name of the sprint and the duration of the sprint, how long does it take. And this is actually a simple way in order to put some of your tasks in the project inside a specific timeline, so that your teammates can understand that and do all of these stuff before the deadline. You can also click on start date and the end date and choose whatever thing that you want. Then I'm going to click on start here, for example. Once you click on start, it will jump you directly to the board. And this is where you can actually organize in which stage is your work or your stories. So here, as you can see, both of them are in to do section. So what I'm going to do right now is simply click on one of these stories. So I'm going to click on this one right here. And now I will add a subtask or a child issue. So I'm going to click on add a child issue. And as you can see, I can type the subtask actually here. So I'm going to type list the important income sources, for example. So let's say that we have some income sources like the bank accounts, a trade, a specific company or something. So I'm going to list all these stuff inside my software. And here on the right side, you have the assignee. It means that anyone that you can assign the task to. And here you have also the reporter, which is in this case is me. And after that, you can simply click on create, then click on close. And now here we have the subtask right here. And you can actually click on add comment and also add the subtask inside this comment right here. You can also do the same thing for story number 2, and you can add the subtask or the child issue that you want, then assign it to anyone that you want. You can label it. You can also add a small comment if you want to hint for something that should be done or anything. Then click on close again. And by this way, anyone who will work on this project will simply drag this to in progress in case that he is really working on it. And after finishing this story, he can simply move it to done. And by this way, you can actually track the progress of your project. And now we are going to discuss some important terminology that you need to know. And the first one is Scrum role. Scrum role is the hierarchy of employees working on a software development project and how they function to achieve agile development. And the second terminology is the project owner, which is the someone who is responsible for the entire project. And the third terminology is the Scrum Master. And this is the middleman that connects and manages the flow of information between the project owner or the product owner and the development team. So the Scrum Master is actually like a bridge between them. So this means that the manager of the project is, for example, the head of the epic. And when we go open this one right here, the one that I assigned this story to will be the Scrum Master, and the employees that are working on the task are called the Scrum team. And this is another terminology. And now let's say that you want to add someone to your project. You can simply click on teams and invite people to Jira or create a team. And you can actually go to apps right here and add any apps that you want in order to communicate with each other. Now, let me show you some other projects that you can actually make inside Jira. So Jira is not just for the software development. It actually has some other features. So you can click on create project, and here you have many options on the left side. So you can make a personal one in order to just track some of your tasks if you want. If you are someone who is well organized, suffering from OCD or something, you can track your personal tasks by using one of these options. But put in mind that some of these templates are for free and some of them are premium, as you can see. You can also get project templates for a specific market if you have a small project, if you want to do some work management, product management, anything that is related to work, finance, design, personal tasks, web developing, software developing, service management will have their specific templates inside this program. So actually Jira is very helpful and I hope this tutorial was useful to you all. You can see more tutorials about Jira if you want. And if you need more tutorials about it by me, you can simply type down below in the comments. And that's all for today. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to support us with like, subscribe, comment, share, and see you in a new video.